are outside at the Horton Market, and what a great place to also do Mayor's Update. We've been around St. Thomas and doing a lot of things in St. Thomas, and Graydon has just kind of set us out here to talk today. So this is Danielle Nielsen. Say hi, Danielle.
Hi,
All right.
everyone.
I wanted to have Danielle on at the start of the show today because we have in St. Thomas, um, just as of today, really announced what we've done on, Destination Zero,
Functional zero.
Functional Zero. I'm going to get there. It has something to do with zero, but it's about what we're doing with homelessness in St. Thomas. Now, we haven't solved the world yet. We haven't,
No.
but we've reached a huge milestone this week. So, Danielle, tell us about Functional Zero and what that means in the city of St. Thomas.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Thanks, Mayor. So, Functional Zero is how Built for Zero, which is a national campaign, defines a community's ability to have resolved homelessness locally. Functional Zero essentially means for a community our size that we have three or less people actively experiencing chronic homelessness at any given time,
Right.
and that we have the resources in place to ensure that when they do experience homelessness, it's brief and non reoccurring. So we know that homelessness is in a crisis across our country. And so all communities, including ours, are in the process of finding solutions to resolve that crisis. Built for Zero is incredible in terms of setting milestones for you to achieve so you can measure your success along the way. And I'm very happy to share with you that in St. Thomas, we've met that first milestone and in fact exceeded it. So the milestone itself is 10%. And as of June 30th, St. Thomas has officially reduced its chronic homelessness by a total of 25%. So we're
Now,
thrilled.
isn't that incredible? I mean, look at it. It's been 4 years as the mayor of this community where every day we talk a lot about what we're doing for housing and homelessness in our community. But and I remember when we joined the Built for Zero group, club, whatever we're doing, but it was just, these are the things we're going to do as a community regardless.
Yes.
And wait, I didn't tell you, Danielle is our homelessness coordinator. And so, working through her at our housing department at social services and through the rest of council at City Hall, and you'll agree with me, we have a council that has been talking about housing, that has been
Absolutely.
talking about getting rid of homelessness.
Absolutely.
Not gone yet, but we've set a real, we should have applause in the background for what was been able to accomplish this week. More years to come. We've got lots to do, and we know what we've done with the Rail City Loss, what we've done with the new inn and its functioning, and what we're building on Queen Street, and what we will build as a city going forward. We know we can deal with this now. There's a light at the end of the
Yes.
tunnel that says homelessness can be beat in St. Thomas. Wow,
Absolutely.
that makes the mayor smile a lot. Hopefully, it
Good.
makes you smile a lot
Oh,
too.
yeah.
But not every city's having the same type of advantages, or going at it in the same direction at the same pace as us. So, not bragging to the other communities, but come on with us. Let's do this together. Homelessness in Canada can be beat, and if we can work on it in St. Thomas to this degree, not gone yet, but let's make it work.
Absolutely.
Great. We tell us a bit about what this means. You and I have worked together now for, oh, geez, I guess it's
Almost 2 years.
almost 2 years
Yep.
now, right? And when I first became the mayor in this community, we had some real issues we wanted to deal with and wanted to work together to solve. You came to us and said, "Hey, here's some things we could also try," and I thank you for that because our council doesn't know everything, but it knows it wants to work on this problem. And we have
Absolutely.
a
Yes.
fantastic city council that I hope comes back to help in the next term, because we really have addressed what we can. You'll be the first to admit with me that there are people who are homeless in our community that aren't yet ready to come into, whether it's housing we find or the shelter. But we have, I mean, we had the inn at council on Monday night, and their conversation with us is we have found permanent housing, not just sheltering, but permanent housing for 22 people in this community since the inn really started its job.
Yes.
Well, I give you a great deal of credit for that, and I give the housing department and the city a great deal of credit for that. 22 people now go home every night to a place that's theirs, rather than a sheltered existence or an on the street living rough. existence. We still have both of those others, but we're a city that cares and is moving forward on that.
Absolutely. Yes.
Perfect.
And I wish I could take credit for that, Mayor. I am one small part in a
Wow.
massive community collaboration. And if anything, if they would identify me as their cheerleader and perhaps some
Yeah.
backbone support, then I would be very happy.
Well, I love it because I call myself the St. Thomas cheerleader because I can't take credit for all that happens with the number of employees that are part of St. Thomas, but I can talk about what we lead. That we
Absolutely.
say we want to have this happen, and out
Yep.
there we go out and hire great experts or find great experts like yourself that can make this work.
Thank
So
you very much,
it's
Mayor.
great. Yeah. Hey, Graydon, how do we move on to the next segment? Okay. Well, I'll talk in the meantime. Right.
And I will slip away.
You can slip
Okay.
away if you want.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much for
Danielle,
having
for
me.
all you do, and thank you for the great work we've done on homelessness.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Let's talk about a couple of other things in St. Thomas today. We had the seniors picnic today out at Pinafore Park. Well, first of all, it's the best place in the world from a park point of view of what. So St. Thomas, we're really proud of it. But walked out again. We've done seniors picnics for years at Pinafore Park. And to walk out and find 2,000 or more people there, plus all of the displays and such, and just be able to listen to the great music and sing along to songs that I know all the words of, and be at Pinafore Park with that group of seniors. Great food out there today, great displays, and in talking to the people who make a difference in our community, who've come forward and made a difference in our community, and from a senior's point of view, fantastic to be out there today. Before I got there today, though, I was at another workshop with the county and the city of Elmer, the town of Elmer. I think it's a city. I'll give it that credit, on mental health today. And we talk a lot about the increase of mental health issues in our community from where we've gone, where we've been, certainly through COVID. And we had a study released to us today from the University of Guelph. Professor Deacon was his name, about mental health and what we needed to do to move really where the percentages were, where people's mental health, their feelings of mental health and mental wellness in our community. And we know we've got lots to work on, but it was a great.
I'm coming over.
Well, great. Come on in, Paul. Well, as I said, we're outside today, so I'm just kind of filling some gaps here and talking about both the seniors picnic and the mental health workshop I was at this morning at the Masonic Hall, and all of them are community related. But look, we've got Paul Jenkins. Have we had Paul Jenkins on before?
I think this is my third time on
That we've had
the Mayor's
pieces,
update.
because you ask a lot of questions, and so we answer your questions from time to time.
Oh, I'm a long time viewer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
No,
absolutely
get
a long
it.
time viewer. I'm super thrilled that Graydon's like, hey, you want to know what? Can we get more sun in their eyes?
No, can we?
So
no,
I'm doing all
no,
right,
no.
but I'm not sure the mayor's doing
Oh no,
quite
no,
as well.
I've found an umbrella. I think I'm doing as well as I can. I'm sorry, I cannot see. I won't be able to see tomorrow if anybody has a meeting with me. I won't know who you are, but I'll be able to answer your question.
So
I can do voice recognition.
so
No.
you're staring off into space. We'll get
Oh no,
the
no.
gig.
Well, okay, that may be a normal act by the mayor, but no, we'll try and not do that tomorrow either. Paul, we're at a business after 5. Kind of describe to the general public. I mean, I'm a business person in this community, so I've been at business after 5 before, right? And I got here at 4:45, so because I come early. But tell people what a business after 5 is and what the Chamber of Commerce means by that.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, thank you so much for welcoming me back. I'm glad I didn't burn any bridges on my my previous time. And absolutely, I'm going to get to real quick to the chamber as well, but we're at Horton Market.
Yes.
So I guess part of what we do is try to shine a spotlight on some of the great locations in our community. The resurgence of this market, and I moved home 8-9 years ago, has been absolutely incredible. And just an amazing
there was potholes over there that were bigger than a car.
I specifically, I know we're looking over towards the basketball nets.
Right.
And I've got to say, my brother-in-law is a big basketball fan. And there's actual mesh on the hoop. So you know a place is well taken care of when they actually have proper mesh for their
Yes.
basketball nets.
Yep.
But I joke, but it's such an incredible venue.
Yep.
It's amazing. And ultimately, I mean, the Chamber is a business, an organization that connects businesses and nonprofits and charities in our community. We got about 550 members. And we do all sorts of things, but namely tonight we're just connecting, networking, helping businesses do some business development, get some folks in their pipeline for sales, but really to celebrate and to support and to connect. So the official part of our event ended about 45 minutes ago. There's still probably 50 people out here enjoying the Horton Market tonight. But really, like, I mean, from the owner of Wendy's to just looking ahead, CIBC, Wood Gundy, and Colton Homewood. I mean, to say nothing of Graydon, just to my left, snapping photos of us here as well.
He's really not doing much work today, is he?
I know. I'm like a Graydon. I'm like, Graydon,
Yeah.
don't you have to be there, like, to be part of it? He's like, no, the glare, the sun glare is for you.
No,
guys
Joe will talk for
exclusively.
hours, but he before anybody figures out he didn't know. Yeah. No. It's great to have Graydon as a partner, though, on this.
I can give him a hard time, but few people believe bigger and dream harder for our community than Graydon and everything he does. And leading into that, obviously, I'm super pumped about the track to the Mural Festival.
Holy cow! This weekend. Last weekend was tiring enough because it was incredible. Nostalgia nights and all that happened on Saturday downtown St. Thomas. Look out, Scout. We got another weekend. We got another Saturday with Track to the Mural, right? And all of the new murals. And I'm sitting here looking at another great one in the back part of the market. And then Burlesque and Carnival is also on the same weekend.
I know you want to be at multiple places.
No. How many can the mayor cut himself into different pieces and be where he needs to be, and never at his own cottage? Because this year in St. Thomas, wow,
yeah,
I've got to stay home. I've got to go. Right.
And you know what? I know the farmers, and we do need more rain, and today was just a little drizzle, so we need more. But I mean, the weather this weekend looks to be just absolutely incredible, like it was for Nostalgia Nights, which, again, if you didn't make it Nostalgia Nights, if you wanted to imagine what downtown St. Thomas can be, I mean, it's incredible. There's energy. There's just a palpable
How
sense
much
of excitement
stuff
about
can you do? Look, I took auto mechanics. It really helped me in my further political career and as a restaurateur, but I did. And so old cars was something we used to work on, but I'm just amazed at watching things like Nostalgia Nights.
Did you have a favorite, like one of the cars out there?
Well,
I know
there was a Barracuda next
to
to
the downtown
me.
development board's doing, right?
Yeah, there was a Barracuda next to me that I just remembered really wanting one at the time. I could not afford it. Right.
Okay.
No, at the time I think I owned a mini miner with no reverse gear, and the driver's door fell off every so often. But I wish I still had it because I could fix that up now. But no, it was.
Did you know there was a bright orange Honda Civic right across?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh my gosh!
Like about a '66 Honda Civic.
I think it was. Yeah, it was OG. It was like it was year one. Sorry, that you didn't even ask, but I'm going to tell you that was my favorite one. So I'm not sure who's leading here, but whatever. One of my favorite things about our community is that things happen because people in our community care about our community. Right. You think about the elevated park. You think about the fact that the Queso station still exists. The Railway Museum is.
You think of Pinafore Park and Waterworks Park. You think of the things the city can do because people in the community care. And it's not just the city. It is about the volunteers in our community too that also come out and do this type of thing, right? So look, Paul, you grab bring the business community together for us and really do a great job of it. And that's what Business After 5 is. And I loved it as a business person in this community for the last 30 years, the networking that can happen and how you can grow your business through the Chamber of Commerce. And everywhere I looked today was somebody who's been a sponsor or a volunteer or has worked on a community project with me at some point in the past, right? And what a great group we have in our community.
It's invigorating. Like I think you know it just as well as I. But there is that sense of collaboration in a community. Of course, whether you're elected, whether you're working for the city, whether you're working for a nonprofit like myself. I mean, we don't get everything right, but the fact is, sometimes we get a lot of it wrong. Absolutely. Yeah. But you want to. our hearts in the right place, the talent ultimately is there,
Yep.
and then our willingness to collaborate as a community, I think, has distinguished us over the past few years through the pandemic. But I also think it's going to really put us in a position to thrive uh, in terms of looking forward and into that future where we actually, there is that willingness to
Well,
grow and to help
let's
and to
deal with
support.
all of those things. I've been calling it smart growth, and I know you and I have had this discussion. But we've got to grow smartly in both, whether it's accumulating land for industrial use and more jobs coming to our community. We have
Yep.
1,000 people coming a year. We know that to be true. So how do we make that work? How do we do that? How do we house them? Right? We have to build enough housing for 1,000 new people a year, plus the people that are already
Yeah.
here, for the employees that already are here as part of the chamber and others that need those employees. Well, then the city has to add to that the amenities, the parks, the roads, the water, the sewer, the wastewater treatment, all of those things that we need to do as part of that. Okay, that's smart growth. And if we grab onto and assess and say that's what we will be as the city of St. Thomas. And I recognize the chamber is also Central Elgin and Southwold, and they have to be partners with us too. We have to grow together with them, and we continue to work together with them too. Well, isn't that smart rather than suggesting that the other guy's not doing their job and we're not going to get it done? And let's put some walls up and not accept immigration. And look, we need to do all these things.
I think you can look around in the eye test, looking around in their community. I mean, there's so much opportunity. There's so much excitement. If you want a job, there are jobs out there to do.
Holy
If you
cow.
want to
Yeah.
get connected to the business community, I mean, you could start with the chamber, but then I'm going to introduce you to the Small Business Enterprise Center. I'm going to
Yep.
connect you to EBRC.
Yep.
There's all sorts of supports and literally teams out there
Yep.
that exist to empower the entrepreneurial spirit of
I
our
met a
community.
young lad today who's doing summer companies, right? And I just look back because I've been mentoring for years with people like summer companies. I think his business was lawns and lines. He does lawns and he does lines on soccer fields, right? Okay, okay, way to put it together and way to get out there and work and find an employment situation for yourself. I mean, from a Chamber of Commerce executive director and from me as an entrepreneur, it's just great to see young people grabbing onto entrepreneurial things too. So it's not just old folks running
Yeah.
businesses, right?
Well, and I think that's it. Like, I mean, you want to be, and gosh, I feel like I might be going through some of my talking point, but you want to be a Hollywood star. You
Right.
can grow up in St. Thomas. You want to
Yep.
be one of the greatest passers in the NHL. You can grow up
Up
in
in
St. Thomas.
Well,
You
we
want to
know all of
you
those.
want to be an owner of or part owner of the Brooklyn Nets, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and a League One team in Italy. You grow up in
Right.
St. Thomas. I mean, I think there's that collaborative spirit, that willingness and interest to work together.
And if you want to just be a hard-working entrepreneur that makes
Yeah.
makes good, that ends up with a number of employees working for you instead of you being, I always said I wanted to be an entrepreneur because I wanted to work for myself. Then I found out that the boss was not that great.
Yeah.
Right. And you had to work that much harder. But that's what this is about. We
And-
can do it all.
And I want to do full disclosure for Joe. I think there's got to be a little bit of zaniness to any entrepreneur to to be meeting payroll, to be doing the business development, to securing that new business, and there's part of that spirit here. But I mean, hardworking folks who believe in the kinship and the caringness of our community, and who want to lay the infrastructure that if you're looking to do business in Canada, in Ontario, you're looking to St. Thomas. I mean, we're kind of in the hub of, I mean, we've always known what it is. All the advantages of St. Thomas has always had still exist. And I think there's just a little bit more
Well,
recognition.
we've got a geographic advantage.
Oh, come
Okay, great. We'll take it. All right. But we didn't win because we had a geographic advantage. We win because we have the people that want to do this and are good at doing it. Right. So I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it is. We're covering some turf we've already covered, but again, that caring and again, there's the opportunity. Sometimes you be like, hey, I want to make this improvement or in certain other places, but you wouldn't be welcomed as much. But I mean, that's the whole spirit. That's the ethos, the culture we're trying to create here.
You and I have talked about this, and it really is more evident in this community, and which is why I stay here and love it. Some 32 years later, as a business person who moved here 32 years ago, that we care, but not only that, we share. So we can care all we want, But among the business community in St. Thomas, if you have a question, go talk to a business owner. There is nobody in this community who's not going to say, yes, I'll talk to you. What do you need? Right?
Yeah.
Can I help you with? Well, I'd like to start a business just like yours, and I thought you wouldn't want to talk to me because I'm a competitor. No, no, I welcome the competition. Please come and talk to me. Let's talk about. And every business person I've met in St. Thomas through the Chamber of Commerce is exactly the same way. Willing to share the great ideas. There's no magic powder here. It's hard work on top of the magic powder. But once you decide what you're going to do, go out and do it.
And what year did you set up shop in
1990, I bought the Wendy's here in St. Thomas.
And how big do you figure St. Thomas was at that point?
About 22,000 people, I think.
And now
45,000, I would guess it to be today, right? And we're the fourth busiest Wendy's in Canada. Here, and I just couldn't be prouder with them, Marcy and my team at Wendy's. Marcy's my partner, and what the work that's been done, right? Look, and did I get there by myself? No, I got there because I knew a whole lot of other business people and were anxious to go talk to them, and I worked with the Chamber of Commerce and had fun joining what that meant in our community.
You were president.
I was president twice of the Chamber of Commerce. Yes.
I feel like I'm poaching this from some sports team, but like it's hustle and heart, right?
Oh, it is.
You know, you got to hustle. You can't be an entrepreneur if you're not hustling.
Right.
But you have to care. And I mean, that's ultimately, again, what we want to do, the chamber itself, but again, working with the mayor and other organizations, we want to create the framework or the groundwork for the community where you want to live, where you want your kids to go to school, where you want to invest in or open.
Yeah, how
businesses.
good you want our community to be, and we want it to grow, and we want it to be great.
I you know, at some point though, you know, like the certain kind of elbows up St. Thomas sort of perspective.
No.
You know, this is what we are. No, I mean, one, we're a brilliant community. I'm sorry, we're just brilliant, and if you disagree with that, you're quite frankly you're wrong. But I want to be number one. I want to be the best community. I mean, we're one of the fastest growing community. We're repatriating people that have left.
And we were in the last year in Southern Ontario, 10.1% growth was the highest number here. London grew pretty close to us, and we need to work with our communities around us.
Yeah.
In our case, Central Elgin and Southwold also, but the whole region of Southern Ontario we can be. What's the name of that large community? It's got a baseball team.
North St. Thomas?
No. I meant along Lake Ontario. Oh yeah, Toronto. I forgot. Yeah,
they have a new manager today as well.
I heard that.
I know.
Yes,
Charlie Montoy, great guy, seemingly.
Yeah, but look, Paul, fantastic to speak to you about business. Really want to continue to do this. You will not be the last time you're on Mayor's Update because we have lots to share. But you know, it is about the pride of St. Thomas, and it's funny. It's almost cliche, St. Thomas proud, but it is. It is. We don't get to be this without being proud about it and going and working and keeping it that way.
Damn right. We're not messing around. We're going to be happy doing it, but we're here to make this the number one community. Joe, I'm going to go, like, I'm getting kicked off the stage here, but I'm going to go see if we can find an optometrist over there for the glare.
Oh, no, for the no,
Are you
tomorrow.
blind already?
No, that's it, not a chance tomorrow. I cannot see.
Okay.
So I'll be hearing what you're saying to me tomorrow in any meeting we're at.
For sure. We'll have to talk to established media about up
no,
next time or whatever.
You know, Graydon's really good, but he's way better with the questions than he is with the location. Apparently, yeah. Okay, Graydon's
all right. I'm getting escorted off the property. Thank you so much. I will be back for my fourth time, hopefully one day, if I'm invited again. Thanks, everyone.
No. Yeah, it's all we can do. Paul Jenkins from the Chamber of Commerce and a fantastic mentor with all business. And look, I found Graydon, right?
Hey guys, Paul, thanks again. That was fantastic. The passion just shines through. It's just incredible. And earlier talking to Danielle, what the community is doing.
Well, from a homelessness point of view, Danielle's the expert on it, and we're glad we're able to convince her. She's behind the scenes on a lot of this, and of course the mayor gets to stand out front, and I don't do the work. They really do. We have experts in everything we do in this community, and it's fantastic to see.
It is. It absolutely is, and it's so great to be here at the Business After 5 at the Horton Market, and like. I tried to spin it around so you could see what was going on, but then the sun was blasting the camera, so I turned it around.
Oh, no,
but you know what?
The sun's not here at all. No.
What you realize is, like a camera operator, it doesn't matter what you do, you're wrong.
No, of course.
You can't kind of like being the mayor.
You can't make me look pretty, regardless, right? So What else we got today?
We got trivia questions. We got to get some trivia
We better
questions
get them
out
out
here.
there before.
Yep.
I haven't answered one question from anybody today either. So hopefully there's not a big backlog.
There wasn't. I was monitoring as we went. There wasn't a huge backlog there. We've got to get our graphics up here as well for our sponsors, because you know what? Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this.
No, and Paul would say the same thing from a Chamber of Commerce point of view. If we don't talk well about the people that help us do these shows, then why do them?
100%. So we got Simply Pure Water. They're fantastic. We're getting our water from them now.
Excellent.
You know, Jess, it's her favorite water.
Wow.
She's like,
look,
she's the boss.
I love Chris and Jamie, and it is incredible. So we live very near their shop, and of course, it's just great to see what they do in our community and how local they really are. So
100%, and how much they support.
Yeah,
you're going to see their name on all the different events around the town because
Agreed.
they give back to the
community.
community.
And if you can be associated with people who are already good in our community, why wouldn't you want to be? So he is, and she is, and we are. Right.
And then we've got Streamliners Espresso Bar, which is right over there.
Right there. Really right through that wall, right by that new mural. Did you go take a picture of the mural?
I did. I showed it live on here, actually.
Oh, sure. What was I doing?
You were talking, you know,
okay.
Just weren't paying attention to the visuals. But that's fine. You probably couldn't see because the sun was in your eyes.
No, that was it. I won't see for the next week.
And then we got Reading Designs, which is, they're out of Elmer. They're a local web design company, and they're one of the best in the area.
And a great sponsor of ours. And thank you for that. Right.
They're absolutely phenomenal. Then we're going to pull up the next two here, and Shebaz, Shawarma, and Falafel.
Well, and they were here feeding people tonight at Business After 5. It was the mayor talked too much and never got dinner. So
I did. I got it.
I saw you, and I was checking out what you were eating.
I dove in. I just kind of like went through all the people, grabbed the food, and you know.
And this last sponsor, I don't know.
Lang Studios.
If you've seen art in our community, you've seen Lang Studios, and you've seen the work that Graydon does. And I never know where the line is drawn between Lang Studios and established media.
It's a blurry one.
Yeah, no, it really is.
It is.
So I just say, way to go. I know them. I know both. Yeah, they do good work. Yeah.
I try. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a mural here at the Horton Market over the next several weeks. I'm starting for the Mural Festival, and it's going to be inside, and it's going to be creating a whole experience from the floor to the walls to the roof.
I've been saying to everybody this week, because it's track to the music festival, track to the Mural Festival this weekend. If you stand still in St. Thomas this weekend, you're going to get painted. I mean, there is a mural going everywhere.
We should do a video of that happening.
Oh no, wait, large guy fell asleep on the grass. Wait, Joe got painted. Yeah. Because all up, I thought, okay, this will work. The mayor can come out of his apartment, and the Whistle Stop Trail has got a number of different things going on along it. And I may not have to go even downtown. No. Yeah, that's what I thought last weekend. Oh, wait. There's a lot of people there for nostalgia nights.
Yeah.
It worked. And boy, the number of people in downtown St. Thomas, and I have to share to you as the mayor, to the people watching tonight, I bet about half the people from last week were out of town. That came up to me, said, hi, I'm from Kitchener, I'm from Sarnia. I met a lot of people from Sarnia. I said, well, come on down, move down.
I did too.
Right. And then a lot of Kitchener, a lot of Brantford, a lot of Cambridge.
Yeah.
And they said, what a beautiful community. What a great event. I wish we held something like this in our core. I think they probably do, but they just don't know about it. But we told them about it in St. Thomas. They said, well, come back next week and we got a completely different thing. If you're not into old cars, you're into art. Come on down and see us in St. Thomas. And nobody. They said, look at around your streets. There's no litter. Look at all around your streets. Look how beautiful it is. I went, well, I'm happy to be the mayor. You're the mayor.
And so for people who don't know, Joe was there the whole time talking to people
in the information booth,
like 3 until 9.
Oh, 1 till 9 o'clock, right? But
1 till 9.
I think that's what we do as a community. We tell them how good we're doing and what we need to do, right? So works perfectly.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we got some trivia here. We're going to get kicked out of this space shortly.
Yes, we will shortly.
But what year were the buildings for the Horton Market constructed?
Well, that's a great question. I don't even know the answer to that. I'm anxious to hear what the answer to that. Steve Peters, give us that one tonight.
Steve Peters gave us that one. He gave us some local Horton Market trivia. The next question is, what was the location of the market before it was here?
Here at Manitoba Street between
Talbot.
And Talbot.
And so we're looking for the other intersection. What other intersection was it at before it was here? And then the third question is, what was the name of the second market that was in St. Thomas?
We had another market.
We had another market. I didn't know that either until tonight.
Wow. I don't know how many
these.
people will know that. So, let's ask our guests. Who knows? Yeah. Hi. We have friends walking by. So every so often we wave.
Yep.
And
do you want to join the back stream here? We've got some local celebrities.
Fans.
We've got CBD event studio here. Candace Van Diepen and her assistant.
Look.
Well, not Katrina's assistant.
Yeah.
Oh, she's very talented.
She wishes.
She'd do whatever she wanted.
Yeah. See, these are the funds we have walking through the market.
I love it.
Come on down any day, but come Saturday morning. This is my plan this Saturday. Okay, we've got track to the Mural Festival going on. I know you're painting places, and other people I saw getting ready to paint. Right. So I said, if you're in St. Thomas, you stand still. We're going to paint you. But it is also Burlesque and Carnival this weekend.
Totally over at the Railway Museum.
Right. So come on downtown, see this, wander over, and have some fun over at Burlesque and Carnival. And then back to Talbot Street, where there's really concerts going on all day,
closing the
along
street
with painting.
Yeah,
right? But there's actual music
and Splash and Boots for the kids. This is a Juno award-winning musical duo, and they are phenomenal. I saw them at the Junos in 2019. Absolutely fantastic.
Perfect. And I know that the Caverners are finishing the night.
Yep, the Beatles cover band.
I know all the words, so
me too.
I went to I was telling the folks earlier that I went to the seniors picnic today.
Yeah,
where Brian May and was doing a lot of the music, and I knew all the words to all the songs. Right. But as I explained to the people there, it really worked out well because it was quite crowded. And so wherever I was singing, some of the lawn chairs moved, and there was room for other people.
Oh,
yeah, no, it's great. So we never knew we could use the mayor to that effect.
That's good to know.
The mayor will create me space. Yeah, that's what I do.
So Sharon Montgomery Anderson is saying 1878. I'm going to give you a hint. It's in the 1900s.
The 1900s. That was when
this location,
on the market on this location. Okay.
All right. And then the other question was the first location of the market. Where was that? And then the third one is, what was the name of the second market that existed in St. Thomas?
There's another market. I never knew that.
Yep.
No. Okay. So we'll wait. We'll wait for that.
And if we don't get them, that's fine. We can always.
No. They carry over till next week, and there'll be winners next week because you'll look it up on Google or find Steve Peters and ask him the questions. Right? It's been great. Steve's been giving us the trivia answers the trivia questions and answers for the last couple of weeks. It's worked out really well.
Yep. And then we've got friends at the library. They've been giving us questions as well. I'm going to save some of theirs for next week, but they have an auction going on. I posted it on Facebook to support. So friends of the library, they have a massive book auction on Timewell Auctions. So if you go to timewellauctions.com, you can go on, you can get
buy up old library books,
thousands of books.
Yes.
You can get them for like dollars.
Yeah.
Pennies probably.
I visited them at the seniors picnic today. The library was out there, and
the library's phenomenal.
Have they got some neat things with the new library cards? Are the murals on either side of the building?
Her grandma made her up a card. She works at the library. She made her up a card and gave it to her at the Nostalgia Nights event
excellent.
last night. It's so cute.
Great to see. It's a neat addition when you can add things like murals to the library, to historic St. Thomas, to just being out there with people, and the track to the Mural Festival this weekend. So
100%.
Fantastic.
I'm just loving what's happening here. All right. You know what? We're getting kicked out.
We're going to get thrown out of here. Stephanie's here watching us tonight.
Have you talked about the food trucks? Yeah, Stephanie, come on and say hi.
Right.
Everyone should know Stephanie, I'm sure.
Yeah. Stephanie came down to visit at Business After 5 tonight so that I could get my name tag, and I never did put it on, but thank you. Right. We had a meeting with all 6 food truck owners this week. So to finish off tonight, we'll just cover that. I met with all the 6 food truck owners, and we talked about what the changes to the bylaw could be and should be. And we talked about there being 6 licenses. They agreed with that. We talked about allowing them
6 or 8.
6, and we'll talk about how to do a temporary license on top of the 6.
Okay.
And then we talked about use of food trucks in our parks, and I think that's already started this week, although officially we'll need to tell them, right? Because 1Password Park is very busy, and so is the Doug Terry Complex, and so our food trucks are starting to help us out with those.
I saw Sub-Zero was down at 1Password.
Yeah, right. because we've already started, right? Now we're going to make it official, and we're not going to charge any of them under the bylaw, but we're really working on 2023's new bylaw and how it will work, including the downtown. And so what a great meeting I had with the groups of the people that run food trucks in our community, because where else will we get the idea of what we have to do next?
You got to work with the community, have that forum, have the chat.
More to come on it. We the crafting of a bylaw is a lot like making sausage. Something you should never watch. It's really right, but we're getting there, and we're now making it so that our community can be the leader in food delivery at our parks and in our downtown. So we're working on it. We've got some more changes that would have to happen in the downtown.
Fantastic. We've got a winner.
Okay.
St. Andrews Market, Talbot and Stanley Street. Glenn
St.
Roberts.
Andrews Market.
He's actually taken two, because Talbot and Stanley Street, that was where the Horton Market was first, and then the second market that existed.
Talbot and Stanley, really?
Yep.
Oh, I wonder what year that was. I'm sure Steve will tell me when I next see him. So that's good. Right.
Yep.
So the mayor's only been here 32 years, so he doesn't know some.
Well, you're still young. In terms of like St. Thomas,
from
like,
being here.
generations.
Yeah, I won't ever be from here. No.
All right.
All right. Great. So we've got a couple of winners. We've shared a pile of work tonight. Let's let us go. We're being thrown out of here. The other umbrella just came down.
The umbrellas are coming down.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Was that you, Paul? We have too much fun.
I'm getting Glenn Roberts' name in here.
Right.
He's entered into the draw for the print.
Perfect. And I will say, anyone else who asked any questions tonight or wanted information from the mayor, from a mayor's update, we'll read through the questions and comments and really make sure we answer them next week, because this has been a special outdoor edition of Mayor's Update at the Horton Market. And we want to thank you for letting us be here tonight.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yes.